dang it, now people are going to think I'm like, people are going to be upset with me. Amanda and I have already had this conversation, so don't get upset. What's up, everyone? I'm Chase. This is my wife, Amanda, and we're about to do the Interracial Couple Tag. We were tagged by another channel, Clueless Mama D Channel, and they tagged us to do the Interracial Tag, and so that means we're going to answer a bunch of questions about our relationship. So make sure you check out the other people who are doing this tag as well. There'll be a playlist in the description, so if you want to see more people answering these questions. And definitely check out the Clueless Mama D channel. She's the one who tagged us. So without further ado, did I ever say that in real life?
I don't think so.
Okay, I don't know why I said it just now. Without anything else.
That's terrible.
All right, let's just do it. Not all these questions apply to us necessarily, but we're going to answer all of them. So here we go, because we've been challenged.
We're going to answer all of them? The ones that don't apply to us.
We'll just say they don't apply. But we're going to read all.
Okay.
So we've been tagged. We've been challenged.
Right.
We've been challenged, so we have to...
Challenge accepted.
So question number 1. What are your backgrounds?
Well, currently, right now, my background is a white wall. I think...
It actually was a good joke. That was such a bad joke that it actually was kind of good. So I guess it means, like, how did you grow up? Oh, wait, no, because the next question is where did you grow up? So,
yeah, so...
All right, so we're going to combine the first 2 questions, actually. The first one's what are your backgrounds? The second one's where were you born and where did you grow up? So I think that's kind of a similar question. So you want to go first or am I going to go first?
You can go first.
Okay. So I grew up in Cleveland, Ohio. Yeah, the land. Yeah, so I grew up in Cleveland, Ohio with a pretty big family. So I had 2 loving parents. Have 2 loving, not had. And then I'm the oldest of 6 kids. So actually, if you want to watch a video with all of my siblings, we did the sibling tag around New Year's on my sister's YouTube channel. So I'll go ahead and put that in the description. So check that out. It's pretty fun.
Okay. I'm next, I suppose. I was born in Cincinnati, Ohio, and I'm from the small town of Goshen, Ohio, just outside of Cincinnati. I have currently an older brother, a younger half-brother, younger half-sister, and a stepbrother.
Question number 3. What is your relationship status? Are you married or dating or something else?
We're always dating.
That's right, we're always dating. But we're also married.
Married.
Got her wedding ring on.
Crooked.
They're crooked.
Yeah.
Question number 4. What was your first impression of each other?
I'll go first. I immediately thought Chase was cute and would flirt with him in college. Basically, I guess all of my flirting went way over his head and he didn't catch on to any of it.
Yeah, I missed all the signs.
Yeah, all the signs. And so I just took it as, oh, well, he just wants to be friends. That's cool, we can be friends. And then we became best friends and then we started dating.
Exactly.
About 8 months later.
I just went into college with the I don't want to date anybody first year of college mindset. I don't know why people go in like that, but that's what I was going in with. And it failed. I mean, it succeeded. My plan failed, but my plan didn't work out. Okay, next question. How long have you been together?
What year is it?
2017. So
and it's fall. So we've been together for...
Wait, I'll answer this one. We've been together for 7 years, but we've been married for 4 years.
Yes.
Did you ever think you would ever marry or date outside of your race?
Absolutely. I've always been intrigued by men of other cultures and other race.
Yeah, so I don't know. I guess I didn't really think about it. I didn't really think one way or the other. I actually wrote a blog post. I'll put that in the description. This description's gonna be full of too many links. But I wrote a blog post on our 4-year anniversary, so just a couple months ago, about interracial marriage. And I said, when I was growing up, whenever I would draw pictures of my future family, I would use brown colored pencil for both, but I just didn't really think about it. It wasn't it was just what I'd seen modeled with my parents. But, I mean, I wasn't opposed to it. I just didn't really think about it. Number 7, what languages do you speak and or understand?
I speak English.
Hey, but what else though? You speak something else?
I really can't speak English.
But you can kind of understand it. Just brag for a second.
Which language? But I haven't used that in so long.
All right, she's trying to be humble.
Okay,
she's trying to be humble.
I speak fluently English, but I've also studied some German, French, Latin, and Arabic.
Yeah, I didn't even know all that. All I knew about was the Arabic and the German.
Yeah.
All the languages that I understand besides English are dead languages because I'm in seminary, so we study, ancient Hebrew, ancient Greek. I studied ancient Latin, or just Latin, I guess, when I was in high school. So I know technically 4 languages, but only one of them, you can speak. So, Ada.
Baby. You see the camera?
So I guess, actually, now I think about it, now that she's here, I guess I speak another language because we both kind of are learning her language. Baby language. Question number 8. Is it difficult dating someone who speaks another language? So this would be one of the questions that doesn't necessarily apply to us.
Exactly.
So I don't know. Number 9. How do you identify religiously?
Christian.
Yeah.
Both of us.
Committed followers of Jesus Christ. Boom! Mic drop moment. Number 10. Has your religious upbringing affected your relationship in any way?
I would say yes.
In a good way.
Yeah. So, whereas Chase really grew up saturated, with the Word and just grew up with a Christian home, going to church and youth group and all of that. I didn't. VeggieTales. I didn't have a similar upbringing, but when I was in high school, I decided I was going to start going to church, and in college, that's when I gave my life to Christ, and that's when Chase and I met, and it's only brought us together even more, and Chase got to see that transformation in my life, which was a really great moment for us.
Yeah, I think our passion for the gospel, for growing closer to God and growing stronger in our own faiths, bring us closer together. Number 11, how did your family feel about your choice of partner? They were excited. Everyone loves Amanda. Except one time Ariana got really mad at you. Remember that?
Well, I got really mad at Ariana too.
No, my family loves Amanda, and I think they've loved her since day one. What do you think, Ada?
I love Daddy.
You dropped your toy. There you go.
I've always felt very welcomed by your family. I'd say when I first started dating Chase, it took some getting used to for some of my family members. But everybody adores him now, and his family.
Number 12. How did your race affect your upbringing? So I'll start with this one. So I grew up, I guess I grew up in a predominantly white area, but also my parents made sure that we weren't only in that area. So I got kind of brought up with both races, I guess. I guess, and this is probably for another video, if you're black and you've grown up in an all white or predominantly white area, you know that there's certain challenges that come with that. But I think my parents were great in making sure that any sort of identity issues that we may have had, they were addressed.
I mean, you have to be more aware of things.
Yeah.
You learn things that I never had to learn.
Right. So I guess I'd say race affected my upbringing in that I was always aware of it. That makes sense at all? Mm-hmm. Okay. If it didn't make sense, I'll probably make another video about this in the future. I've already got that. Oh.
Thank you.
Oh, man. Someone's feeling a little left out.
I don't really think that race affected my upbringing, like my race. Obviously, I'm a white woman and grew up in a white community and didn't really ever think about race.
So we made another video last summer. If you go check it out, it's called Start the Conversation. I think we both kind of answered the question in that video about how we grew up. And Next question. Do you want kids?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes, we do. We want you. We love you. Oh, I guess it says do you want or have kids? Yes, we have one daughter. She's 4 months old.
Miss Ada Rain.
Ada Rain. And she's awesome. Question 14. Do you worry that your kids will be bullied? No, I don't know. I think...
I feel like it's being biracial is way more common today.
All right, I gotta ask
you
you a
a
quick question.
on which area we live in.
So you just said biracial. So someone asked me this question recently. And I said, we're making a video about it. We'll answer it in the video. So this isn't actually in here. But they said, do you prefer that your kids be called mixed or biracial?
Neither bothers me.
Yeah, that's what I said. I think it's kind of like being called African American or black. I'm like, either one, just don't call me colored. So I think mixed...
I think the better term is probably biracial.
Yeah, it's probably the politically correct.
Yeah, but...
I don't know. Neither one bothers me, but I guess we'll wait and see what she prefers when she gets older. Anyway, back to the real questions. Do you worry that she'll be bullied? I don't worry about her being bullied for her race. I'm more worried One, because little girls are mean to each other. And then two, she's got some pretty weird parents. So we're probably going to cause some problems then. Here we go. Do people stare at you when you go on dates?
Depends on where we are, I think.
Yeah, sure. We've definitely been to some places where people were like, I'm gonna go home and tell my kids not to do that.
Yeah, most of the time I don't notice.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I would say that sometimes I feel bad because I feel like I'm staring at other interracial couples, but it's because like in your blog post, you notice each other, and it's kind of like a subculture. Oh, baby girl. So I feel bad because I think people might think that I'm staring at them, but it's really because I'm noticing them.
Yeah, question. If you're in an interracial relationship and you're watching this, do you guys notice other interracial couples, or is it just us? Because we definitely do. I think the bigger thing on dates is when, it doesn't happen so much now that we have the baby, but is she grabbing your hair?
Yes.
But the waiter or waitress a lot of times will ask us, are you guys together or separate?
Yeah.
Like, that's kind of interesting. Number 16. What's your favorite dish from your country? So what's your
pizza?
Pizza. I think we both agree there. What's your favorite dish from your partner's country? Pizza! Number 18. What is the most challenging thing about dating outside of your race?
Like you said in your video, start the conversation, like just being inquisitive and not hurtful, I guess. Just trying to, like get answers to questions so that I can be more informed. But
right. There's times when we've unknowingly offended each other. Time out.
Okay.
All right. Anyway, back to, so what were we talking about again?
Times when we've
unknowingly offended. Yeah, that's right. So there's been times when we unknowingly offended each other. Should I share like an example or?
What is it?
What about? Should I just share it? I guess I'll share it. If you don't want me to share it, I'll cut it out.
Okay.
So there was a time when I was talking to Amanda, and I was talking about how it seems like, and so, dang it, now people are gonna think I'm like, people are gonna be upset with me. Well, Amanda and I have already had this conversation, so don't get upset. That's crazy! I said something along the lines of how white kids always seem to call their parents by their first name, and or call other white kids' parents by their first name, and how that seems so disrespectful and something like that. And Amanda didn't like that, and so, remember that?
Yeah, because it's a difference.
Yeah, it's like a difference. So like
between us and how we grew up.
Exactly. So
I know all of my parents' friends and everyone that I grew up with, they ask you to call them by their first name, or they introduce themselves by their first name. And so that's something I actually had to get used to when I met your family, was actually calling them Mr. and Mrs. Jones.
Right, and then like Amanda's parents, like. It's still weird for me to call them by their first name.
They requested that Chase call them, Ruth and Bill, but you pretty much just avoid calling them anything because you think it's so weird.
Yeah, well, I'm getting used to it.
Yeah.
What is the best thing about dating outside your race? What is the best thing?
Getting to experience another culture. Yeah. Even though it's not firsthand, well, like it is firsthand, but even though, like, I'm not black, but I live with someone who is black, and I spend time with his family who's black. So it's like I kind of get to experience the world through their eyes and their perspective sometimes.
I think part of the problems that are going on in the world today when it comes to race and division is that people aren't talking to each other. And so us, like interracial couples, we can bridge the gaps between differences and then go back to our respective races and, tell other people. Obviously, it's about our relationship, but I think that's one of the best things that can come out of our relationship.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess if I'm answering the best thing about our relationship, being interracial, is the experiences. I do things that I'd probably never do if I was just dating someone of my own race. Like,
that's true.
And you do too. You get to experience what Black Thanksgiving is like.
Yeah.
So last question: what is one piece you would give to someone entering in?
One piece of advice.
Yeah. What is one piece of advice you'd give to someone entering into an interracial relationship? Again, not to plug myself, but that blog post that's in the description, I wrote that for our 4-year anniversary, called 4 Things I Wish I Knew Entering into an Interracial Relationship. Several of those things I did know, my parents told me, but I use that as a way to just tell people who might be entering into a interracial relationship what they should know. But if I had to narrow that down to just one thing, I'd say don't let any worries or concerns stop you from entering into an interracial relationship. All the troubles that have come up, and there's not a lot, but all the troubles are definitely worth it. If you're committed to growing closer to each other and growing closer to the Lord, then no outside thing can stop that. So.
Yeah, and this Chase is kind of touching on in the last question. It's a great educational opportunity for you to, enter into that relationship and learn things, and then go back and teach other people and really start a conversation.
Yeah. Way to plug the video.
Thank you.
I think Ada's crying, so we should probably wrap this up.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for watching. I should have said this at the beginning, but with all the racial tensions and stuff that's going on in the U.S. and all over, I'm glad that we can make this video. So if you like this video, go ahead and subscribe. But also make sure you check out the other videos in the playlist for the Interracial Tag. We're going to tag some people real quick.
Yeah.
People who we want to see do this.
Yes. So I know they don't have YouTube channels, but I would like to tag Joe and Jasmine Janke.
Ooh, you guys don't even have one. She's challenging you to make a channel.
Yeah. And Alyssa White. She just got married to her husband, Jude. I don't know that Alyssa has a channel. Yeah.
So she's Alyssa Black now.
So, but I would really like to hear what you guys' answers are.
All right, and then I want to tag two people who do have YouTube channels. First one is, his name's That Christian Vlogger. His name's not that, that's his channel name. His name's Justin. He's in an interracial, I cannot talk today, interracial relationship. And he's done tags and stuff like this. So I'm hoping, Justin, you'll do this. I'd love to hear your answers. Guys, check out his channel. He's a strong, committed follower of Christ, and it's awesome to see the stuff he's putting out. And then I also want to tag the Let's Talk Giggles channel. They're a small YouTube channel with a... You good? You can hear all that stuff.
Are you serious?
Yeah. All the doors closing and everything. Okay. So the second channel I want to tag is called Let's Talk Giggles. They're a small YouTube family, interracial family, and they have some awesome vlogs, so you guys can check those out too. And I think those are two people I want to tag. Yeah, how should we end it?
Bye.
Bye. See you guys. What are you still doing here?
Okay, that's enough.
This is awkward. Why are you still...
Okay.
Okay, I'm Priya. I guess we're done because Priya walked by. Shall I let you go?
Yes.
Okay. All right. You guys are still here.
Jeez, that's way too much.
What are you guys doing?
All right, let's go. Let's go eat.
How long do you think they're going to stay on the screen? All right, enough of that.